Fun fact, when you welcome new life into this world, you kind of feel like the undead. Still, is it worth spending $2,000 on a robot crib to rock your baby to sleep? I'm a new dad, and I am here to tell you yes. After testing the Cradlewise Smart Crib and Bassinet for over a year, I have zero regrets. The Cradlewise is a triple threat, combining the trifecta of baby sleep must-haves: a smart crib and bassinet, a baby monitor, and a white noise machine, all in one. In this in-depth Cradlewise review, I'm going to tell you about my family's experience using the Cradlewise, how it works, and why I think it's worth that big boy price tag. Unlike the Cradlewise, I won't put you to sleep, so let's go. I'm Mark with Fathercraft. My wife and I tested the Cradlewise with our new baby Hank, who is about 15 months old, and he has been sleeping in the Cradlewise since we brought him home from the hospital. The Cradlewise is a bassinet and a crib in one. The core structure is a crib, and the bassinet is an insert that kind of floats on top, suspended. Sort of like a trendy garnish on a cocktail from a fancy mixology bar that you won't be going to anymore. On the Cradlewise, the whole crib structure literally bounces up and down, which is mimicking the experience that a baby has in the womb. It's like an automatic shaker for your crib martini. The Cradlewise has a built-in video baby monitor on the arc of wood that goes over where your baby's head is. It gives you a bird's eye view similar to monitors like the Nanit, who popularized that overhead view. It's a major improvement from the older style of monitors that would sit on the dresser and you'd only be able to see your baby through the bars of the crib like they were in jail. Cradlewise also plays white noise through the built-in speakers in the crib. You can choose from a library of music or bring your own. Hank likes Metallica. Then there's the sleep analytics. I'm a big data, and I'm here for big data. Cradlewise uses data from its camera to determine the level of sleeping or alertness that your baby is at and tracks this data through the course of the night or a nap. You just put your baby in the bassinet or the crib, bounce it up and down a couple times, and then the Cradlewise itself will take over and you're off to the races. You can also start and stop the bouncing through the mobile app, as well as use the monitor, turn the white noise on and off, use lullabies, adjust the bouncing intensity, and view your baby's sleep analytics. Now, let's get to the verdict. I found the integration of the safe crib, white noise, and monitoring, the three key pieces of the modern baby sleep setup, to be really nice. We thought we'd end up purchasing a separate baby monitor, and we really haven't felt the need to. Additionally, I didn't feel the need to purchase something like an Owlet smart sock for additional breathing monitoring. The most important piece, Hank was sleeping through the night at 2 months old. Yes, you heard that correctly. 2 months old. 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So I think it's safe to say the Cradlewise had a serious impact on Hank's sleep. I really felt like the Cradlewise helped my wife and I get more sleep than we would have without it as well, which in turn, I think made us better, more present, and safer parents. Coming back to the $2,000 price tag, there are a few reasons why I think it's worth it. Number one is obviously the additional sleep. Number two is the fact that it is that all-in-one system. And number three is the lifespan. So unlike the Snoo Smart Bassinet that your baby is going to outgrow in 4 to 6 months, you can use the Cradlewise for up to 2 years because it is a bassinet in a crib all in one. Finally, this is an undeniably good-looking piece of baby equipment, and it looks great in my modern home. Like every insufferable husband on House Hunters, I love clean lines. Bottom line, if you're going to invest in one pricier baby item, a bassinet or a crib is what I would recommend. Your baby is going to spend so much time in there that it just honestly is worth it. In terms of what I didn't like about the Cradlewise, it's actually a relatively short list. First, I get a ton of alerts from Cradlewise. While I am a relatively anxious new parent and this didn't bother me, I do have some friends that have used the Cradlewise and found these alerts to be a little bit annoying. Another thing is you can't turn the white noise on and off from the crib itself. You have to use the app. I would love to see just a little bit of a button there that would make that process easier. And then finally, Cradlewise does not have a light that faces into the crib itself. While this is not a big deal, that would have been helpful for those late night feeds. For you deep baby gear nerds out there, here are some more specs and details to soothe you like the Cradlewise soothes my baby. The Cradlewise is not small, and unpacking and assembly are an event. The box it comes in is very heavy, especially compared to the Snoo. But the weight is not that big of a deal unless you plan on moving it back and forth for naps or bedtimes or traveling with it, and I don't recommend doing any of those things. Assembling the crib involves a lot of steps and takes a while, but the instruction booklet that comes with it is actually really good and helpful. Unlike one from IKEA, which is just a stick man existentially relating to different sized Allen wrenches. Cradlewise is an interesting pricing model. The further out you order it, the cheaper it gets. So the base price is $19.99, but you can save as much as $300 if you order it up to 6 months in advance. And right now, the Cradlewise is only available directly from their website. If you're weighing the Snoo versus the Cradlewise wins in almost every category. To start, Snoo has no built-in baby monitor, and the Cradlewise does. Snoo also has only one white noise setting, while Cradlewise gives you multiple options and you can play your own music. Hello and yeah. Snoo uses a back and forth rocking motion, while Cradlewise uses an up and down bouncing motion. But I think the most important difference is that with the Snoo, you actually have to clip your baby in to use it. That's extra safe because it means that your baby cannot roll over, but it also means that it's more annoying to put your baby in and out and to get ready for bedtime. Cradlewise is like any normal crib or bassinet where you're just gonna set your baby down right inside of it. For me and my family, we were totally satisfied with the safety of the Cradlewise and had absolutely no issues there. And it's worth noting that billions of babies have been kept safe the old-fashioned way by being placed on their back on a firm mattress with fitted crib sheets and free of toys and blankets. Cradlewise is slightly easier to clean than the Snoo, which is also important because babies blow chunks and blow out their diapers far more often than I was prepared for. All in all, I'm a huge Cradlewise fan and I definitely recommend the product. Is it wise to spend $2 grand on a piece of baby gear? It is a luxury for sure, but if you have the money, it's well worth it. Sleep is precious, and I feel like I was a more relaxed and present dad as a result of using the Cradlewise. If you have any questions about the Cradlewise, leave them in the comments below. If you want even more details than this, please go to fathercraft.com/Cradlewise for a review from a second couple as well as an additional video. If you got value from this review and are thinking about purchasing the Cradlewise, you can support this channel at no cost to you by clicking on the affiliate link in the description below this video. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Adios.